Hey, what's going on guys? My name is Amir, and in this video I want to talk to you about how you can get auction access without actually having a dealer's license. When you get into dealer auctions, this is by far the best way for you to get deals compared to looking for cars on Facebook, Craigslist, OfferUp, because one, the car itself that you're looking for is going to be right there and there, so you can inspect it and you can drive off of the car right there, versus looking at a car on Facebook and Craigslist and worrying about if someone's going to beat you to the deal or that car just simply not being what the owner has described. So this was a common thing that I ran into all the time when I was buying cars online. But when you go to the auction, you can see the car right there, you can inspect it, you can turn it on, and you can even test drive it at some of these auctions, so you know exactly what you're getting yourself into before you even commit to buying that particular car. How do you even get into these auctions? For me, this was the biggest hurdle to overcome when I was not a licensed dealer. Luckily, over the years, I figured out a few loopholes you can go through. So I want to share with you these 3 ways you can go about getting into auctions without having a dealer's license. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into it. The first way you can get into dealer auctions is by having a dealer friend. If you happen to know somebody that has auction access that is a licensed dealer, what that dealer can do is they can bring you in as a quote-unquote driver. Now, as a driver, once you're in, you can go ahead and check out all the cars that you want to check out, and you can even test drive them. But again, that's your friend taking that risk of bringing you in, and you would have to obviously compensate them for that. Dealers will charge you anywhere in between $300 to $800 per car that you buy under them. Obviously, on auction day, when the auction is going on, you cannot be in with them because you need a badge to get into these auctions. All you can do as a driver is you can drive around those few cars that you are potentially interested in flipping, and you can just let your friend know that, hey, this Toyota Camry, this right here with these many miles, the maximum I want to pay is this much. So then they'll have an idea, so when that car is running in the lane, they'll just bid for you and get you that car. Now, this can definitely be a pain for most people, and not a lot of people, unless you're very close to a dealer, is gonna want to do that. And also, if you don't know any dealers or have a dealer friend, don't worry, because there's a second way you can go about it that can guarantee to get you into dealer auctions, and that option is to become a dealer representative. What is a dealer representative? That is when a licensed dealer makes you a representative under their company. You don't need a dealer or a dealer friend to bring you into these auctions. Now, since you're a representative of the company, you have auction access, and you have your own auction access badge, so you can walk right in and bid on the car on behalf of the dealer's dealership. And this gives you access to all the auctions, including Manheim, ADESA, Copart, insurance auctions in all 50 states all over the US. Another great benefit of becoming a dealer rep is you are no longer restricted to your state laws and regulations of how many cars you can sell per year, because now you're an employee of their company, or an agent under their company, if you will. Since you're doing business under that dealership, you can buy and sell as many cars as you want from Facebook, from Craigslist, from auctions, wherever you like. It's really up to you on how many cars you can buy and sell, and you don't even need to worry about registering these vehicles and titling them under your name, because now you are a legitimate employee and a representative of that dealership, and you're selling that car as a business rather than an individual. So therefore, those restrictions don't apply to you anymore. So you can buy and sell as many cars as you want, and you don't need to worry about registering them, because the title you can simply reassign over to your customer, and they can just register that car at the DMV. This definitely opens up a whole lot of options for you in terms of, one, the access you can get with the cars, and also number two, on the amount of money you will save in terms of registering and titling and taxes that you're going to be paying on these cars. Typically, when dealers add you under their company as a representative, some dealers will charge you a monthly fee with a per car fee on top of every car that you buy, but there are other dealers who will charge you maybe a flat monthly fee. So it really depends on who you go with and the dealer that you are partnering with. If you're interested in becoming a dealer rep, I do have a few slots open under my dealership as of now. Shoot me an email at amir@autoflippingacademy.com, and we can definitely go over the details. I'll have my email in the description below as well. The third way you can get into auctions is to simply attend public auctions. These are open to the public. Anybody can go and buy cars from there at a discounted price, and you can find great deals at public auctions that you can flip, and they're open to everybody to go to. A common misconception that people have is that public auctions have junk cars. Well, that is not always true. My biggest advice to anyone buying cars from public auctions is, one, they don't buy with emotion, because these auctions, regardless of public or dealer auctions, they're designed to get you to spend money. They're designed to make it so that it's a competitive environment and you want to come out on the other side winning compared to all the other people trying to offer a higher price for the vehicle. For any car that I've ever bought, whether public or dealer auctions, I've always set a limit on how much that car is worth and what's the maximum amount of price that I'm gonna pay for that car. And if it goes over that, I simply walk away. There's no point of lingering over the color, the miles, the potential resale value, just because of the external factors, when in reality the Kelley Blue Book value of the car is simply an X amount. And if the auction price is getting really close to that amount, you're not going to make a whole lot of profit, especially after auction fees and all that stuff that goes into it. And trust me, in the past I've definitely bought cars just simply out of emotion and ended up even crossing that limit to a much higher place. And then when I came to sell it on the marketplace, the car either, one, sat for a very long time and didn't sell at all, or two, I ended up losing money because I got too emotionally invested in that car. And the second myth that most people have is that the car that they're going to buy is going to be an absolute piece of crap that's going to break down on them on the way back home. Now, this can be partially true, but there's plenty of ways that you can go about avoiding this. The easiest way you can go about avoiding this is to simply look at the run list of all the cars that are going to be running at the auction that particular day. And before the auction even starts, you go ahead and inspect each individual car that you're planning to buy. Never just buy a car out of the blue and think that it's gonna just magically turn on and everything's gonna be okay. Never assume. Always inspect and make sure you do your research on that particular exact vehicle before you bid on it, so you're not just bidding just because a car is going for cheap and then later realizing that it needs a new engine or a transmission. If you're starting out and you don't know what to look for in a car, you're not that mechanically knowledgeable, you can even bring a mechanic with you, pay him maybe a couple $100 to come with you that whole day and give you the green light and the red light on the vehicles you should and should not buy. Because ultimately the money that you're going to pay him will save you hundreds if not thousands down the line, because he will tell you exactly what a car needs and what you can expect to put into it before you end up investing your money. And this will eliminate the chance of you buying a lemon 100 times far greater than you just inspecting a car yourself, or you just simply looking at the car from the outside and just looking at it drive through a lane and assuming that the car is working great rather than properly inspecting it beforehand and knowing what you're getting yourself into. So mainly these are the three ways you can get into dealer and public auctions and get great deals on cars and save you a whole lot of money in the process of doing so. So if you're looking to get into auctions and buy cars at a discounted price and flip them, I hope this video helped you and opened up some options and ideas for you to get into these auctions. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please make sure to go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions about getting into auctions or getting a dealer's license, any of that kind of stuff, feel free to drop them in the comment section below and I'll be happy to answer any of the questions that you have. Other than that, if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.